Hey, I'm kind of struggling right now, trying to figure out what's going on with the collective. We kind of have an influx of people losing their minds, being heavily triggered by things that aren't exactly their reality. It's like they're trying on other people's reality or other people's perceptions. It's like a parasite. Fear is a parasite. So I'm going to do a 3-card draw. Figure out what it is that's going on right now. What does Spirit know that we don't? There we go. In the past, Knight of Cups in reverse. The Tower in reverse. And the 9 of Swords in reverse. So on the first glance, in the past position, oh look, it won't even show it. Let me fix this. I want to be deliberate with this. In the immediate past, I see a rider on a horse. Sickness, right? The Knight of Cups in reverse poured out sickness. And it created an environment of incredible fear and loss and misunderstanding, confusion. Lots of emotions were spilled. You see in the past position. Emotion, sickness, fear, doubt, confusion. Judgment in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. Now you can have whatever conspiracy theories or thoughts about what you think is going on. I'm not digging into that. I'm reading cards. We have the Judgment in reverse. Someone believing that they're able to do whatever they want and they're going to be free of judgment. The 6 of Swords in reverse. When it's in the upright position, it's moving away from something. But this doesn't have any plans on going anywhere, this situation. Then we have the Magician in reverse. The Magician is either an incredible manifester or he's a trickster and a manipulator. The Hierophant and the 8 of Pentacles. So someone in a position of power has been able to lead, teach, advise, guide, and direct people in the position he has the authority to tell them to go. But I feel like his work, all his diligence, is going to be wasted. there's a misuse of his energies. Or hers, I mean, just saying. We have the present position, the Tower in reverse. I call this the prolonging the inevitable card. Where you have a man falling from a building. In the reverse position, it could still be the shock, but it's just not as impactful. All right. Card flew out. It was Temperance in reverse. People are running out of patience. Yeah, the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there's this feeling that you're prolonging the inevitable, whatever the inevitable is. It's confirmed by Temperance in reverse. A lack of patience, a lack of wanting to wait for, waiting for the right time. The Knight of Wands in reverse, another rider on a horse. Now, in terms of what we're going through right now, I think of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. And so when I see the Knights of Wands on their horses, they represent the four horsemen to me in my mind's eye when I'm reading the cards as I'm deciphering them. So I'm seeing another disease come through. And we're not just waiting, okay? We're trying to prolong the inevitable. We're not just waiting. We're not having patience. We're not sitting tight. And this other horse comes through, galloping in on his steed. And we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. We're having a really hard time balancing or juggling what's going on, finding a firm foundation on how to take care of these things. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles right now in the present position. We have an opportunity coming in. It's going to require, as a collective, that we use our time, our energy, our resources to bring something new to light. And the Ace of Pentacles has a full moon on it up here. It could symbolize 28 days. It could symbolize by the time of the full moon. This pentacle looks like the Pentagon. The government needs to bring about a new possibility, another option. What else is possible? This is really affecting us, but there may be another answer. Someone may have another option. Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. So maybe this new solution that comes up feels like a burden for a lot of us to carry. A big responsibility for us to carry the burden of. But Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse, that's 2 threes. We may see a time where we're not being able again to have a support system. There's a division where the Three of Pentacles upright, people are coming together and they're discussing things, discussing projects. We're seeing the opposite of that. People are not wanting to discuss projects. People are not wanting to come together. People are kind of wanting to keep what they're doing secret. And with the Three of Cups, you're not really wanting to communicate that with your support system, your community. There's a desire to keep to yourself. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Coming out of a state of remorse, regret, sadness, loss, self-loathing. Coming out of that. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Wands. Someone feels like the collective feels like their happiness has been put to an end by the lack of information. But we have this Page of Wands coming through. So somebody's giving information. The Page of Wands is coming in giving information. But the collective feel is that someone's abundance, someone's longevity, their purpose, their happiness has been thwarted by the lack or the stop of important information. You're getting messages, but it's not the information you want. It's not the information you really need. And it's keeping you in a standstill. It's stopping the flow of your abundance. The High Priestess, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Swords. The High Priestess. She's powerful. She is highly intuitive. She is incredibly able to stand, to assert herself, to be commanding. Very magical. And she has the power to make changes. We see that there is a sliver of the moon there. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright, you're waiting for things to come to fruition. In the reverse, you're not waiting. You don't feel like you want to wait anymore. You're tired of waiting. You're fed up with waiting. You are ready for now. You want things immediate. And the Four of Swords is telling you it's time to stop. It's time to rest. It's time to take a break. We got to take a break. This has got to be put to a stop. We need to rest on this. Overall, what is the big picture? Overall, what is the big picture? Death in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. The Devil. Overall, we've got some real sketchy shit going on right now. You got people afraid to die, afraid of death, afraid of the end of something so something else can be reborn. And the Ace of Swords in reverse is saying it's a stop. There's been a halt. There's something that is not beginning. There's been a wrench in the gears. And it's been done out of deceit and deception. Lies. What can we do? What can we do as a higher ascended collective? How can we aid this? How can we make this better? What can we do to bring more peace? Ten of Swords. Ace of Cups. The Empress. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Got the Ten of Swords. Know what your wounds are. Know what are real wounds and what are imagined wounds. Recognize other people's real wounds and help them determine what their imagined wounds are. Help someone heal. Create healing. Start on the emotional quest. Is your divine magical self to begin the healing, the emotional love, bringing in the compassion and the empathy. Use your empathic skills. And invocate the Empress. Become the Empress. That beautiful mother. That beautiful, magical, ethereal energy of the goddess. She's got the circle. When I see a circle, it speaks to me life, the cycle of life. And around her, she has the astrological chart. She is encompassing all things. She's bringing everything together. She is using her divine power, magnetism, and love to heal what's broken in herself and in others. She's not fighting. She's not, none of the solution doesn't have anything to do with blame or ego or saying someone else is wrong because we're right, or having to toot your own horn or push your own agenda. Has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's got everything to do with love and helping others heal. Seeing, this is all wrapped up in ego. This is entirely ego. This is all ego. This isn't a pandemic of the vaccinated against the vaccinated or vice versa. This isn't a pandemic. This is a disease of the ego. And we're all being affected by it. Everybody's pain body is being affected like a contagious antigen, just hopping like a parasite from person to person, until we stop and say, this isn't allowed here. I'm chopping it off and I'm sending it away with love. This chaos does not belong here. This chaos will not be allowed to reside here. I'm chopping it off. I'm sending it away with love. No matter what your choice is, what you decide to do with your body, I support you with everything. Whatever you want to do, that's your choice. You should be allowed to decide what your spirit wants to do with the body you reside in. It has no effect on me. You're responsible for you and what decisions you make in your life, and I'm responsible for me and what decisions I make in my life. And what's right for me may not be right for you, and vice versa. It's not my job to dictate what you do. It's not my job. It's like me trying to force you to eat tomatoes when you don't like tomatoes. Unless I'm your mother. And still, I probably shouldn't have made you eat tomatoes. I really feel like there's way too much emphasis on things that are not as important as the things that really are. We're being shifted in a direction that's blindsiding us to what really it's simple and it's really most important. The Lovers, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands. So, we're being called to move forward in love with the Chariot and the Lovers. The Chariot is the Champion card. we're being called to move forward in love. That's how we succeed. That's how we're able to move forward. That's how we're able to see what's ahead and move forward with confidence, optimism. That's all I got. I hope it resonated. I hope everyone that got this reading resonated with it. You have a blessed day.